Testing. Testing. All right. It's two of y'all in here. I'll make sure more of y'all join up before I start running my mouth. Uh, Vrabel would make me be all in, huh? That's who would make you be all in. We're gonna look at all of them that I get a chance to look at when I got time. So today I got time. I got time today. You know what I'm saying? So we doing it. Give me a second. You see, you hear me? Man, you can hear me? Good, good. He said, yes, Womp said, yo, what up? What up? Yeah, we gonna get it. Let me make sure everything good with this setup though. What is this? Crest Spirits. Who is this? Oh, I think that's my godson hitting me up on the joint on Google, whatever it is. Chima, what up, AKOYE? C. Burleson, salute. What's good with you? What's good with y'all? I was on earlier. What up? Come on, man. You messing my shit up. Get out of here. Come on, man. Stop sending me messages, man. Let's get it. All right, so I'm looking at Vrabel. Like I said, I'm going to look at everyone that I can while I have time. And Vrabel's one of my top choices due to the fact that make sure y'all can hear me. Y'all can hear me, right? All right, making sure because I'll just be running my mouth. But yeah, Vrabel's one of my top choices if I have one because I think that running a 3-4 would be advantageous for us. So seeing that or going that way to me is something that should be considered. A lot of people don't think we have the scheme to run 3-4. I don't know how many times I got to show it, but we already ran 3-4. We ran a hybrid 3-4 anyway. So to say that we don't have the personnel or the scheme or the ability to run that scheme doesn't even make sense. I don't want to keep having to fix that for anybody in their minds. You can go back through the AKOYE videos. Some of y'all could put the links in the chat if you want to those videos. But I've done hours of videos on us running 3-4 already and doing it well. So, and it's actually one of the best things, the best front sevens we've had in the last 3 years. We just don't do it consistently enough to make it count. That's the problem. But we definitely run it. So the question of can we run it and do we have the personnel is a moot point. We needed linebackers no matter what we run, whether we run 4-3 or 3-4. We need linebackers. I think we're one linebacker or two away from being able to run 3-4 right now. And honestly, running 4-3, you would need that as well. I think honestly, your linebacker room should have 5 to 6 linebackers in it right now. You know what I mean? We don't. And I don't count Clark or Bell as linebackers. So right now, the only linebacker that I count on this roster that could play in the middle of the field is Micah Parsons. I don't count Clark. No disrespect. Well, people could say that's disrespectful. Until someone comes in and coaches him up, I don't care to see Clark on the field. But I count Micah Parsons. Overshawn is half a man because he's not back yet. When he comes back, then I would count us as having 2. So that means we need 2 to 4 linebackers this offseason. And I would rather not bring in 4 rookies to do that. So, I mean, that means 1 free agent that's not a log jam free agent. Maybe go get Evans back, do something, but get you definitely a 2 to 4 more. Maybe 3 would be the happy medium at linebacker. That's what you need. If we don't do that, then you can't say you're going all in, Jerry. If we go into the next season with the same philosophy from the front office or coaching standpoint as we did before with devaluing linebacker and not really looking at those guys as what they really are, which is the meat and potatoes of every good defense, then you're going to lose again at some point. Look at the Lions. Lions went far. They had Jack Campbell, and the year before that, I forgot who they went and got at middle linebacker. And they had Barnes making plays too. When he went down, you had Campbell come back in, and these other guys. They got stout at linebacker. I don't know their full roster. I'm not the guy to remember everybody's name. I don't play Madden. I just watch the film. So if you wonder why I don't know everybody's name, because I'm not sitting and listening to them on Job Madden. So sue me. Sue me. But I know they can ball. That's all I need to know. When I'm watching players, I don't know names. I just watch who flashes. And speaking of flashing, someone asked me like, what would you do with Damone Clark? Because what could you do with him, right? And I said, hey, check it out. Bell, right? When you look at Bell and Clark, I can look at plays where Bell slashed and did certain things, get into the gap first, and did some good safety things, in my opinion. Where you could say, what could you do with a player that plays like this? Maybe a Harrison Smith type of role. If you're looking at it from a Zimmer standpoint, we just watched a lot of Zimmer film. Or you look at him as a guy that can play in the box as a Cam Chancellor type of guy, right? So I can see what you can do with Bell that would be very effective. Because usually, even if a guy is not being coached right or not playing in the right position, a young player, you can still see the big paws on the pup and say, hey, he does this very well. He just doesn't do these other things well. Bell is one of those guys. He can definitely tackle. He's definitely a force. He has good range, good front end, top end speed. He's not slow. Not a burner, but he's not slow. He can hit. He can cover a little bit. Got paws, good hips, meaning he gets in and out of his breaks fast enough. And if he actually has the IQ and he knows what's going on, he's going to play even faster than he already plays. I can live with that at Bell, with Bell, right? And then he bulked up a little bit to play linebacker. So having another guy that's like 220, 215, 210-ish, somewhere in there, playing safety, that's a banger, man. At 6'3", that's Darren Woodson size. That's why I like Wanye Thomas as well, right? I can see the things that you could do with a guy like him too, right? Now, I'll get back to my question, which is, what do you do with a Damone Clark? I haven't seen one play, not one. And you guys can point to the game if you know better, because maybe I'm being biased, but I don't think so. But I didn't see one play that Damone Clark made, meaning he made this play. Not, he made a pass breakup because he was in good position. Like he adjusted, saw something, made a play. Or the reason we, didn't get scored on because of Damone Clark's heady decision on this play or that play, or the force that he made on this play, the forced tackle he made on this play, or the sack that he made on that play, or the pressure that he got on this play was the reason we did what. I didn't see one, not one that he made. So what do you do with a player that didn't put anything on film with a full season of starting and over 100 tackles? And I can't think of a game that I can point to where Damone Clark was like a force, right? Maybe Washington, if you want to say. That was his best game, the last game against Washington. But that was Washington. So what do you do with that? I don't know. A linebackers coach is definitely necessary because he's going to be here. So somebody's going to have to coach him up. But I don't count Damone Clark as somebody that I'm excited about anymore. He doesn't look like he wants to be physical, in my opinion. So that's what I would do with Damone Clark. Nothing. Nothing. But as I said, we got on here to break down Mike Vrabel's film. I have not looked at it, so we're going to do this straight from the muscle, no chaser, no nothing. Vrabel, they say Vrabel's the best replacement, right, players coach and tough as shit. He knows the importance, how important it is to have to be strong in the middle. Sorry, Chima, I screwed that up. I didn't blow it up, so I couldn't read it. But here we go. Let's get into the film and let's go. Let me go over to the screen so I can press play over here. All right. Boom. If you're talking right now, if you say anything to me moving forward, I can't see it. I'm in a different screen. I just want to look at their base formation. Right now, they're in the 3-4. Let's see what they are post snap right now. Boom. Safety in the box. Looks like they're running cover 3. Yep. Looks like they're running cover 3 right now. Let's see what they're doing. Boom, that was a run play. Look at the penetration they got. This is a game last year, so I went back to 2022 because I wanted to see what did they do against Green Bay. How did they fare against Green Bay? And I think they beat them. I don't remember, but this is how they played them. All right, let's see what we got. Got Long Jr. over there at middle linebacker. Boom. Woo. 51 got downhill fast, man. He's the reason Evans was no longer over here, man. Long Jr. was like playing at a different speed than everybody else out there. I like him. See what we're doing second down. What we got from the Green Bay Packers, we got a tight bunch formation. Well, a 2-by-1 formation with a running back split wing in the backfield in a shotgun with Aaron Rodgers. So let's see what they do. That toss play to the outside. What were they in? And Bayard was still on this team too. What were they in though? They were in. I think they were in their nickel package. Let me count how many people they got down there. Yeah, this is their nickel package. Their 3-4 nickel. Boom. Flowed to the ball pretty well. Got to the edge. Wasn't much there, but you saw what they were able to do. Let's see how they played it on the outside. Boom. So yeah, this is their nickel. We know this play. We got hit with that a lot. All right, 4-by-1, empty backfield. They're out in their dime. Let me see. This is boom. Yeah, this is their dime package. Only one linebacker on the field. Let's see what Vrabel was doing. You got Bayard in the box. He's manned up on the tight end. They tried to hit that tight end fast. So he likes to man up, it looks like. I don't know if he does it consistently. Let's see. But he likes to man up on third downs, especially when you spread out. He's not only dependent on zone, it doesn't look like. Long Jr. is freed up to blitz. Let's see what he does. Is he spying or is he blitzing? He's kind of spying or shading that flat. Boom. All right, they got the ball again. Let's see what happens. All right, let me make sure you guys can still hear me because sometimes this mic goes off. Mic is still on. All right, let's go back. Yeah, Clark's college film was out of this world, but that neck, man, that neck is what happened. I liked Clark coming out of college too, but he's not going to do that anymore. He was a scud missile. Not going to do that no more. He done with that. Boom, Jones found a crease. Jones can put that foot in the ground, man. It don't matter who he playing. He gonna find some room. Let's see. They spread him out. So 96 is their anchor. Boom. Jones, Long just got out of there. He bails out, blitzing. That's why there was room. Let's look at what Long does again. My daughter calling me. Yeah, let's look at what he does over here. Yeah, Long, he didn't read because he probably was told to blitz pre-snap. So that left that crease right there because Long Jr. abandoned that crease. Maybe that's why the defense changed this year too. Long ended up in Miami this year. So, maybe that changed their defense. Here they are at 3-4 again. Let's see how they play it. Pretty solid. Too high safety. They're about 15 yards off the ball. Let's see how physical these guys are. When you look at his defensive ends, too, they all got size. 52 is off ball, but he would be more like when you watch 52 to the right, he's more like what you would use Micah Parsons for. In a look like this, he's your pass rusher. Has athleticism. The rest of those guys are stout with the ability to stop the run. They got good strength, good size. Let's see what he's running on the back end. All right, they got a 4-by-1 set empty backfield. All right, so they're trying to spread these guys out because the strength of this defense was obviously the middle of the field. So they're trying to spread them out so that they can't run that 3-4 look and you can get an easier look as to what they're trying to do. Top of the screen, run a bubble screen right here. Boom, nothing. Those corners come down and they fill pretty well. That was pretty sturdy right there. Pretty damn good. Let's see what they're in this time. Looks like he runs a lot of too high safeties too. I like that. because you're not going to get anything deep. Up right now, Bayard is in the he hits the flat, so he was kind of playing that robber, and you got a lot of space in the middle of the field now. Let's see if yeah he finds it, but Bayard recovers pretty damn well on that one. Pretty good, pretty good. I think if Bayard wasn't indecisive on that play, he probably can break that up. There he is at the top of to the left of the screen. You see him here. Now watch him. He's going to shoot down to the flat trying to jump something, but there was nothing there. See? Boom. He wasn't blitzing, so he was rushing to the flat thinking that there was going to be something out there, and he gets back up underneath Cobb right there. Pretty good. Good, not a bad scheme, but good recognition by Aaron Rodgers of what was going on. Here they are, and they're in 12 personnel right now, ace and tight wide receivers. They're in tight in a bunch. Let's see. They look like you're going to get like a deep over or some over routes right now. Usually when they're lined up tight like that, that's why, because they want those corners playing off. Okay, let's see. It looks like they're in quarters defense. If they are playing zone or they're in a soft man under, the Titans are. And the reason I say that is because those corners are aligned right on those receivers, and you see two high safeties. Usually, when it's two high safety pre-snap, that's what you're going to get. So that's the look they're giving Aaron Rodgers pre-snap, is that they're in either quarters or two man under soft, right? Meaning they're going to sit on everything. They can't play stack or trail technique from that far off, so they're sitting, right? So let's see. Looking to drive on something short and quick. Let's see. It's a run play. There's nothing. Man, they swarm on the run, something easy, man. Look at this. I mean, you might see a couple get in there, but let's watch how they play it. They win fast, very fast. It looked like there's just nothing. Dylan's so right now, so the strength is going to the right, right? So you got four to the right, and then you got they took long and put them on the backside, right? Because if they're going to say, hey, if you're going to cut back, you're going to cut back into the strength of our linebacker core, which is long. And if you're going to run, you're going to run front side. You're going to run into our numbers, which we have four to the right, right? So I like how they're anchoring. And then they split out. They split 96 out wide. Wide nine or sort of like five technique. No, he's actually wide nine, right? But they split him out wide, and he's gonna be your backside contain. Let's see if he even has to do anything. Nothing. He don't have to do anything. But yeah, front side already demolished. Long saw that guard trying to reach block him. He crosses his face immediately. Let's watch how Long wins here. You know what I mean? Long wins fast. Let's see how he wins. He doesn't even get touched. He's going to see he spreads out right now. 76, his job is to get here in this gap right here and cut this off, right? Immediately, as soon as the snap comes, let's see. He knows he's coming. He's going to try to cut Long Jr. off. Watch this. Boom, done. He's already dead. Long already crossed his face, and it's over. He goes and finds the ball. It's over. That was brilliant on all sides. Let's see what everybody else is doing on that play. Let's see. They don't really try to get upfield. They're more like two gapping, but about 1 yard. Yep, 1 yard upfield, and they're just watching, waiting for those cuts. Everybody to a man. That's what they're doing. But they all win and converge on the ball together. Like they swarm, man. I like that. If you could stop the run in this league, you make a team one dimensional. Every team wants to pass, like Wink Martindale said, right? But you can't let them do both. And I agreed with him when he said that. That was a good sound bite from him. This last minute shift. So yeah, it seems like the best way to attack Vrabel is to spread them out, right? You try to spread them out, because this last minute shift here. Look at that. Look at the reaction it gets. So now you get Bayard's in man playing the flat. Looks like let's see, are they in man? No, they're in. Are they following? Yeah, they are, man. Or maybe cover three. Got guys looking at the quarterback, but they're also matching their receivers, especially up the seam. So they could be in a match man type of look because they are manning up on the guys that are in their zone, but they're also looking at the quarterback too. So it was like a match man type of formation or type of scheme on that play. Boom. And Long looks like he was playing man for sure because he darted after Dillon as soon as the ball snapped. So they were man. They were man. Just kind of a soft cover. They were trying to disguise it, but they were out aligned on that play because of the last minute shift. It kind of took them out of position. Let's see. Woo! Woohoo! Who did that? Kalu. That was a nickel corner. Came and laid a boom on Jones right here, man. Look at this. So they're in their nickel. How are they running their nickel? They run their nickel. Looks like cover 3 when they're in their nickel. I don't know what 47 is doing. That's one of their safeties down in the box right now. All right. 96 goes for it. 56 dives, but here comes 28. Boop! Blew him up. Blew him up. So you can see the physicalities jumping off the field. I mean, off the screen right now already. They're physical. Plenty physical. All right, too high safety. Looks like man under with too high. Let's see what those linebackers are doing. Those linebackers are attacking. So they were, I think Bayard's in man. He's just driving late to the flat. Yeah, he was in man, but they were disguising it. So they wanted it to look like it was man under. One of those linebackers was playing man, but they disguised it. So watch the late reaction for those linebackers. So you would think that Long Jr. is playing 85, right? And I think Rodgers recognizes based on the fact that he's saying, look, it's either Bayard on 85, right? If you're playing man, or it's Long Jr. on 85. If Long Jr. steps forward, automatically 85 is open in the flat, but it's flat route because even if Bayard does have him in man, he ain't gonna get there. You see what I'm saying? There's no way he gets there that fast. And see, he knows once Long Jr. reacts to Dillon, he already sees there's no way Bayard gets there. He gets rid of that ball. Good play, but also good scheme to force you to throw underneath and good disguise. I think their alignments kind of gave it away there. Plus, the play action drew them anyway. So you want to get something regardless on that play. They're back in 3-4. Let's see what we're doing here. 56 calling something out. They see it again. Boom. Those corners, man, they come down and they hit. They hit. Even when they're, being blocked, they're coming down and they're hitting, man. I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing. Long was on that too, even if that corner didn't make that play. Long Jr. would have made that. All right, they're back in their nickel. They're in zone. Everybody's moving around off aligned. At the snap. This is a run play again. You're not getting that. Running Long is down there every time, man. If you run the ball, he gonna smack you. He not available, I don't think. But if he was, you should go get that kid, man. He in Miami, so I'm pretty sure they gave him a pretty good deal to go there. Look at this. Reads it, gets there. Man, oh, he quick with it. Let me look at that again. Look what everybody else is doing. Let's see. He quick with it. Quick with it. Let's see. And if you look at their line, he does this. He runs his scheme similar to the Jets, and 49ers do it too. Got big guys at defensive end, guys that can anchor down versus the run. They're not guys that you're just going to say you're going to run at. You know what I mean? And then on obvious passing downs, they'll bring 52 in there as a more athletic pass rusher. But you can see that he likes a stout line. Everyone to a man can handle a double team at times. Right now, you see a double team on the left. 96 is anchoring, and those 96 and 94 have created a kill zone, right? Because he's stuck running in the middle of this field. 93 has already gotten upfield, but he didn't over pursue upfield. He got upfield and broke down. See that? You got upfield, 93 did, and broke down. So it's like you either run right into me, you cut into 56 who has good leverage, or you try to cut this back, but you can't get outside. And Long Jr. is coming. Right. So this is how you funnel the action to your best player. This is why I said Micah Parsons should be linebacker, not because, I just have a fetish for linebackers, because he's our best player and he can play linebacker. So why wouldn't you funnel all your traffic to him? Shout out to Terrence Parsons, I think his name is, his brother. But he says he's a blitzing linebacker. His brother's a blitzing linebacker. And he said, if you want to get the best out of my brother, you play him at linebacker. I don't think he's saying that because Parsons doesn't believe that. Right. I think Parsons knows I'm a linebacker. But here you go. Long Jr. Good play there, man. Great play. Great play. Let's see what they're in here. Got four at the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're in quarters. Yeah, they're in quarters. Two deep safeties. And everybody else is playing. Oh, they're playing man. So this is two man under, but I'm not sure because the linebackers look like they're in zone. So this is two man, maybe a cloud under with those two linebackers playing hook to flat, or that's a safety. And let me see. They did it so fast I didn't get to really see what was going on. Let me go back so I was gonna stop just throwing fucking words out there. Let me see what they're in. And quickly. See, they hike the ball immediately. All right, let's see what we're in. I don't know what the personnel is because I can't see those numbers yet. They're only bringing four. Yeah, they got two safeties back. Right. Okay. And they're playing match man. They're playing match man. And zone in the middle, it looks like. But Bayard's following this guy. All those guys are what the hell? How you get that ball off, man? That was crazy. But look at the throw that he has to make this play. That was good defense, but god damn. Look at this. I mean, there was nowhere to go with the football at all. I'm surprised he made. I mean, I'm not surprised that Aaron Rodgers made that type of throw, but 30 of your quarterbacks in the league ain't making this throw, man. Look at this right here. Look, first off, they forced him to hold the ball longer than he wants to. But even when you look at that, I mean, he saw the flag. Maybe that's why he attempted this, but there's nothing there. Nothing there. Good throw, good catch. There was nothing there. Let's watch it from this angle. Yeah, they got a jump on him. They kept getting him with those late shifts. That late shift right there, you had everybody off balance at the snap, but they still recovered and did what they needed to do. So, like I said, that was just good on that was good on Aaron Rodgers' part. Good throw, good catch. They're in their nickel. Boom. That safety gets down there and lays the boom real early. That's Adams there. I like what I'm seeing, man. 11 personnel. That last minute motion. They still got kind of 8 in the box, even though that nickel was playing man. And they try to have Cobb block a safety. That safety gets down there and does his job. So beautiful play. They broke that up pretty quick. Let me check on you guys real quick. Let's see what you guys are talking about. It's 118 of you in here. They said I want Vrabel. Putting in that work, bro. Yep, definitely am. Good stopgap for defensive coordinator and potential replacement for Mike McCarthy. Darius, my name's Darius too, good brother. But yeah, good point that you made. I wouldn't mind Vrabel taking a shot. If something were to happen to Mike McCarthy, he has the experience. So that's also a good point. Big fan of how you break down film. Keep up the grind, bro. Definitely will. And a big fan of you guys watching. When the linebacker sees it, they go. What's up, Heavy Chevy? What's up, King? Glad to see or hear some knowledge. Keep doing what you do, AKOYE. Love the content. Thanks, Emmanuel. Robert Brown, what up? What up? What up? What up? What up? All right, I'm back over here to the film real quick. I just wanted to make sure you guys could still hear me because sometimes we have mechanical malfunctions. All right, let's get back to it. Another run play. They shut down the run. They make the run look kind of basic. But I know Green Bay likes to set you up in the first half. So when I say they'll run a gap scheme, run right at you so that they can run those counters and that counter tray later in the second half. So maybe that's what they're doing, but they just run a inside zone. They tried to run a counter, it looks like there, but again, they're so disciplined. Look, I think that's 52 on the line or 59. Let's see. They're so disciplined right there. Long Junior's out there, right? You see he has leverage. 59 is squeezing the B. and he's squeezing the B gap. So right now, where he wants to come back, he has to cut back at long. He doesn't want to do that. So now he has to run into the teeth. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. Beautiful. Again, they're funneling all the traffic at who? Their best player. Long Jr. is their best defender, run stopper. He's their middle linebacker. They're funneling all their traffic to him. Even right now, you see the splits in the middle of the field. Usually when you see these wide splits, there's a stunt coming, but you see there's nobody over the center other than Long Jr. So he's either blitzing in the middle of the field or there's a stunt coming across the A gap. Let's see what happens here. 47 looks like he steps up. Long looks kind of anxious. Up, nobody blitzes and they don't stunt. They just gave him the A and they squeezed. But look how long they force him to hold this ball. This is crazy. Look at how long Aaron Rodgers has to hold this ball. Look at this. Let's see what they're in. It looks like they're in cover 2. Long Jr.'s playing deep middle center field. Yeah, they're in cover 2. And Aaron Rodgers wasn't expecting it, it looks like, because he has 9, Watson, I think his name is. He has him on the bottom of the screen and that for that post pattern, but I don't think he can step into that throw. So he tries to make the throw. He pump fakes, resets. All right, and tries to make that throw late, but gets hit. Very good coverage on that play because let's see how many progressions Aaron Rodgers has to go through. I like watching teams play Aaron Rodgers because I say, look, I know you're going to bring out your best game if you're playing him, number one. And number two, I know he's definitely going, if he can exploit you, he will. And let's see how many progressions he goes through because Aaron Rodgers is, top of the class right now as far as quarterbacks left in the league. Let's see. At the snap, he's already reading everything. That's 1 progression, 2 progressions, 3 progressions, 4 resets. That's 5 progressions, 6. And that looked like intentional grounding. So he gets through 6 progressions. He has to get through 6 progressions before he lets that ball go. Looks like intentional grounding too. But still, you see how beautiful that was, right? So again, good coverage on that play, good zone. Looks like pre-snap, we look like you're getting a cover 3 right now, but we don't know what Byard's gonna do because Byard he'll play like he's playing robber, but then he backs out. They got 3 safeties on the field there in their dime right now. Boom. Long Jr.'s playing zone. They are playing cover 2 again, it looks like, but Byard is playing deep middle. Yep, Byard is deep middle on this one, but they're playing cover 2 or sort of like dollar. Yeah, cover 2. All right, they played soft. He threw to the flat because those corners just kept retreating on the outside. Yeah, but they got 3 safeties on the field. Let's see what they do here. Boom, from this angle. That was soft cover 2. Titans are up 14-6, by the way, in this game. So Packers only put up 6 points so far. They're in their dime once again. I think they're in dime or dollar. I don't see Long Jr. out there yet. Maybe he's out there. And they're forcing them to throw underneath. This must be the end of the first half or something because they're playing nothing but pass coverage. Oh, yeah, our Long Jr.'s out there, so it's dime. He's playing man on the tight end, looks like. Nope, he's playing zone. Yeah, they were in a soft zone. Forced a fumble there. They got it back. This is the hurry up. Yeah, even though they're playing hurry up, it's like he still doesn't have no damn time. I'm gonna skip past that because that's at the end of a half. When you're at the end of a half, you don't really get a real, defense. That's the hurry up, and they were playing prevent defense. I don't count prevent defense as your defense. That was good there. So they're forcing those throws to the perimeter a lot. Let's see what he wants to run. They're in zone. Nobody follows. They're in quarters coverage. So this is cover 4. That corner on the back end, he's playing zone like it's man. So he's playing through the man, even though he's watching 13. He drives kind of late, on that ball because he had his hips turned inside. playing inside leverage. So he wanted that ball to go outside, and it went outside because he played inside leverage. So he gave up the out route. He was hoping that he caught a slant or a dig so he can drive on it. That's why his hips were turned inside. But I didn't get that. So he just settled for them throwing outside. Aaron Rodgers peeped the leverage and just got rid of that ball. What's his name? Luzerne or whatever his name is. You know, I'm bad with names. This looks like cover 3 or cover 1. We'll see if they're in man. I don't think they're in man. Phew. Those guys react fast. They got those linebackers thinking it was a bubble screen to the left and it was a bubble screen to the right. Let's see why they both bit like that. Was it a pump fake? Maybe. Ah, that little pirouette. That was brilliant. Don't get nothing on it though, because those corners come down and it definitely hit. Third quarter, so there's gonna be a lot of passing from Aaron Rodgers in this game too, because he's down in the second half. So let's just see how they smother him, or if they can smother him. They didn't expect that run play. So you only can run when these guys are thinking pass. This is the second time they got outside, and the only reason they got outside, they're in their nickel, they're thinking pass because they're down 8 points right now. So they're thinking that the Packers are trying to pass the ball. Good play action there, held those guys, and then pitched. So that was like a little reverse. Good play, but they had to design that. It wasn't we're gonna line up and out physical you. They had to like create the run, and that's something you see with TP too. Dallas wasn't able to run just because we wanted to run. They were able to run when the pass was working, or when teams were thinking we were trying to pass, or when we would design it well, like those reverses and those jet motions and stuff like that. Those were working. There's play action there. Let's see what they were in. Looks like, hold on, let me go back. Looks like a strange cover too. Let me see, because they had Bayard playing the flat. Let's see who goes deep. Bayard hopped the flat. So let's see. Is it cover 3? Oh yeah, this is cover 3. Yep, cover 3. And you see what the cover 3 beaters, what they ran with 9, that over route, and that's who he targets too. Oh no, he I don't know why he didn't throw at Watson. Probably because that guy's sitting on that corner, sitting on it up there, but he could have got that ball off. He settles to throw it at Cobb instead. But it's Aaron Rodgers. I ain't gonna question him, man. Yep, get them all going left, reset, get rid of that ball. Gets nowhere. 28 is a tackler, man. He's a tackler. He comes down, you're not getting nowhere, man. He gets down there. So those guys can tackle. They all rally. I see a lot of rallying to the football, a lot of tough play. They needed an offense. I think them drafting that quarterback, that kid, where was he from? I forget where he's from, but the dude that they drafted at the end of the first round, he was a dud. I don't know, maybe Vrabel called for it or something, but maybe that's what got him fired. But I didn't see any offense, and I didn't blame Vrabel for that. So him getting fired didn't make sense because you guys gave him that quarterback. He never had a quarterback that was like, he had Tannehill, but he never had a quarterback that was like, hey, this is the one you can franchise and build around. So he never got an opportunity to really show what he can do as a head coach. But I like him still as a defensive coordinator, just what I'm seeing on film right now. I see a fast, physical defense. You can't really run on them. Even here, this is all tough yards from Dillon right there, because he was stopped at the line of scrimmage. That was all just Dillon doing his thing at the end of that run because he's a power back. But you saw Zeke do that a lot too. That's not like, hey, you ran the ball well. It's just that was all effort on the running back's part. They still did a good job. So now it's 3rd and 1. Let's see what they do in short yardage. They're in 3-4 in short yardage. Those linebackers are playing off. Long is reading. They're attacking. Easy completion. Easy conversion. I like Vrabel so far though. I like him. They play a good balance of zone and man. I don't see a lot of guys like not in position. Everybody seems like they know what they're doing. The only time I've seen them get tricked is when they're in that hurry up, and they'll do a late motion. that kind of confuses the communication. But when they know what you're doing, look at what you have to do to complete passes against them, man. Like when they know what they're all doing, they know their assignment, motion or not. This is looks like let's see. Looks like match man, actually. Yeah, everybody's playing man. And you got Rob, 47 is Rob in the middle of the field, and Bayard's playing over the top, deep middle. I don't know what Bayard was looking at all. I really don't know what Bayard's doing there. Maybe that's why they said he's cool for him to go. Bayard could have helped out over the top. He's watching the backfield, but I don't know what he's watching for. There's nobody his side underneath. 47 either. There's nobody coming across the middle either. Let's see. What's he looking at? 47 is watching what right now? I don't know. Maybe they're looking at Aaron Rodgers running, maybe. But even if he was running, like you guys ain't gonna stop that from where you are. Right now, Bayard is looking at him loading up, but he's breaking down. Why is Bayard breaking down at the bottom of the screen? And he broke down and just let this one go over his head. I mean, he didn't complete it, but because it was good coverage by 21. But still, I don't know what Bayard was thinking on that play. Yeah, I don't know what he's thinking. Let's look at it up close. A lot of big guys chasing Aaron Rodgers too. So he'll probably wind up using Chauncey more if he plays here. He'll use Chauncey and Osa. Those guys will start being showcased a little bit more, especially at edge. You'll see D. Law at edge and maybe some Chauncey and Sam Williams because he likes physical defensive ends. They do a nickel blitz here with 28. 20. Oh, they hold 28 too. That's my guy too. 28. So far he's been flashing. See what I'm saying? Remember I said you when you think about Clark, you watch a guy and see what did he do well. Like what does he do well? 28 is a good tackler. He's a decisive player, aggressive. I can see what you can do with a guy like him, like these corner blitz and stuff like that. See, that's a hold. He still gets there, but that's a hold. Did they call it? No. But the ball never lies because they didn't call that hold and they didn't get that completion either. So there you go. It's 3rd and 10. Let's see what type of pressure he brings on third downs, or if he brings any at all. Does he like to cover on third down, or does he just trust his pass rushers? He still has those big guys out there on the edge. They look like they're just happy to contain because that defensive end just pressed 85 just to stop him from going out. Doesn't look like he cared to get there. Yeah, they elected to cover on this play, but let's see what the coverage was. Yeah, let's see what the coverage was because they didn't blitz. They look like they were bringing blitz. Long Jr.'s playing in the middle of the field. Looks like they're in cover 4. Yeah, they're in cover 4. Yep, cover 4. So in cover 4, all the corners are playing. They're 25% of the field, or a quarter of the field. That's why they call it quarters coverage or cover 4. Deep. And anything short or anything short their side, if it were early, they would be on it. But they're running deep. The two safeties are doing the same, unless you look at it as cover 3 based on the depth of Bayard. Bayard could be in cover 2. I mean cover 3 or cover 4 because there's nobody deep to his side, so he didn't run deep. So he's either robbing and they're in cover 3, or they're in cover 4 and he just didn't run deep because there was nobody running deep his side. Right. Cool. A lot of zones so far by Vrabel. That's the one downside because we didn't seem like we were a good zone team. Zone and match man, which is like zone because you're basically matching up on a man that runs into your zone. Soon someone runs into your zone, you pick them up and you play man against them. I like that though, but it takes that defense. Flores runs it. Rob Morris ran it, and with the Rams. I think he's with the Falcons now, head coach. He's a beast. But the Rams had the best secondary, or best, not secondary. They had trash secondary, but they had the best defensive back scheme, though. Rob Morris' scheme on the back end was the most intricate I've ever seen so far because I never knew. When I watched that game with Dak, I never knew what they were doing until they already did it. After post snap and the ball was thrown, I had to watch plays 3 or 4 times just to figure out what was just ran because it was that confusing. So shout out for that, Rob Morris. Boom. Those corners come back down and they hit, man. Everybody to a man. They're all physical. 26, 28, and 21. They all hit. Hmm. Game still 14-6. Packers are in the red zone. Let's see what they're able to do. Yeah, man. They kill the run. When they know you're running the ball and you're not tricking them, it ain't no trick play, it ain't no gadget runs. They ain't giving up nothing. Look at this. This is straight up. And Long Jr. is out leveraged here. He got cut off by 85, but 59 has good contain. He has his outside shoulder free. 21 is there to come down and help. And Long Jr. is coming back to the inside. They actually held 59, but Long Jr. gets down there, he rallies. So does 56. Yeah, Hill, I think his name is. But those guys are killers. 3rd and 11. Let's see. They're in man this time. Robber with Bayard Rob in the middle of the field. Whew. He had no time. They don't really bring a lot of pressure. He don't bring pressure. He don't blitz. He just trusts that his guys are going to collapse. Oh, they brought pressure that time. I'm lying on you. Lying on you. They hit it real well, even from me. Let's see who's at 28. Who's that in the middle of the field? Oh, that's Long Jr. God damn. His closing speed is crazy. That's crazy. I'd have got rid of that ball too. I get it. Aaron Rodgers was like, blow the whistle. He's like, blow the fucking whistle, man. What the fuck are y'all doing, man? Watch this. He gone. He out, shot out of a cannon. You couldn't pick that up to save your life. Like, damn. Let's watch this again. That's a hell of a blitz. He now see, like, that's what I mean by flash. I don't have to know. I don't know who Long Jr. is. I didn't recruit him. I didn't watch him in the draft. I just know every time I watch him, I watched him preparing for the Miami game. I say, whoever the hell Riley and Long Jr. are, those dudes are like bullets shot out of a cannon, and I like them. So then I understand that the player can play. I don't have a bias. So people are like, "Oh, you don't like LV?" I don't like. I don't care if LVE's playing like that right there. I'll shut the hell up. But he doesn't. So let's stop acting like he does. I'm not going to act like a player does something on film that they don't do. I'm watching just the film, and I don't watch these games live. I never watch these games broadcast. I only watch the Cowboys broadcast every once in a blue. I do not watch other games broadcast, probably because I watch a lot of film and it's boring. So I don't feel like sitting through the games and then going back and watching the film of every team that we're preparing for. Because I got a life, I got other things to do. So I just don't watch a lot of football live. I watch the film. So I don't know the players' names. I just know what they do on film, unless they've been around a while, right? So, and I think I get a more honest effort from myself anyway doing that because there's no bias. I'm watching based on what you can really do. And what these guys can really do to a man is stop the damn run. They're gonna hold Long Jr. here, but you can see they have to get a body on him. They want to get a body on him. That lead blocker, that tight end, gets him. But look at the outside right now. Look at 98, 94, 99. You ain't gonna cut this outside. Right now, Long Jr. is gonna attack the line of scrimmage. Right, that 93, I think, is double team. I think that's 93. He's double team, so it's only Long Jr. and a tight end. And after that, Cole 53 is free, and 53 does what he's supposed to do, which is fill. You're not running against that. You're not running against that. The way they approach it, I love it. You're not running on that. Titans are up 20-9. Packers have been to the red zone 3 times. They gotten 3 field goals. Woo! Long Jr. again. But this time they pay for it. Let's see what they were in. But look at this blitz. Look at 51 blitz in the middle of the field. Just watch him. Boom. All right, let's see what they're in. They're in like some weird cover 3 because you see Bayard. What is Bayard driving on? Because he abandons the middle of the field fast. They're in cover 3, but this is the weirdest looking cover 3 ever because everybody's playing short. Bayard should have more depth on this play. I don't know. Maybe this is why they let him go. because I don't know what the hell he's doing on this play, and I don't think he was asked to because he jumped right out of that zone. He didn't possibly read anything because the ball wasn't released. Yeah, that was just bad on Byard's part. The safety Adams was playing deep middle the way he was supposed to. Byard is jumping something. He's greedy for those interceptions. But look, there's nothing there. He sees that Aaron Rodgers staring down the tight end, but you got guys over here that can do that job. You don't let those guys behind you. See, 53 was gonna drive on that anyway. Aaron Rodgers gets to his second progression, and now you see Cobb opening up in the middle of the field, and they made him pay for it. That was Byard's zone that he vacated too quick, in my opinion. But you can see schematically. Hold on, let me make sure my mic is on because I just hit the damn cord. There we go. Boom. Yeah, Byard busted up that cover three. Let's see what you guys are talking about in here. Make sure there's no disrespect going on in here. Not like people can come here and talk trash. I don't mind that. Just no crazy vulgar stuff going on. To my moderators, make sure y'all don't just sit and getting caught like I do, watching the film and not paying attention to what guys are saying because we want everybody respected in the chats. Appreciate y'all in the chats. Those who rejoin. We got how many people on here? We got 139 people on here. Make sure y'all hit that like button because yeah, that's what I work for, man. Work for likes and I work for super chats. So get it. Let's go. All right, let's go. Buyer busted this one up. As we said, let's check and see what's happening on this play. He runs a lot of zone so far, though. Zone and match man on the back end. You see, there's nobody going in motion with 13, so we probably got zone again. But look at how fast they react once that ball gets out there. Long Jr. is out there again. They out. They don't set the edge on this one, but that's because they didn't have time to. This was a good, quick, get up on you type of play. You know, they use motions to get you set, right? So right now, Long Jr. is reading. Nobody tries to reach block him. They did do a crackback block with Cobb, which creates a little bit of traffic. Kalu's in good position, and so is 26. They just run him out of bounds. He couldn't cut back because Long Jr. was on him. Nobody touched Long. He's sideline to sideline type of guy. I can imagine Micah Parsons doing stuff like that and also playing the edge in this type of defense. There's Long Jr. blitzing again in the middle of the field. They swarm everything near the line of scrimmage, man. Look right now. This is what you want to see when you're watching the defense. Their entire defense is right here in this screen right now. Okay, let's watch that again. Watch the convergence. Watch this. Other than no, literally everybody. The entire 11 is in the screen right now. Okay, that's how you know your defense is swarming. There's nobody standing around watching saying, "Oh, I had backside contagion on this one. I wasn't supposed to be here." Everybody swarmed to the football. Everybody. That's good coaching, good defense. Everybody. These guys on the backside have no business in this play. They don't even need to make the play because after long blitzes right there, they already these four right here already handle it. That's handled. It's handled. They're done. They still want something though. Nobody put their foot on the brakes, and we see that a lot out of everybody except for probably D Law and Chauncey and Wanye when he's out there on this team. Like guys are putting their foot on the brake. Micah Parsons included. I've seen it, but I know he runs full speed so much that sometimes he's tired. I think that's more so what it is. They're playing man underneath, so it looks like cover one with some zone in the middle of the field. Woo! Look at that throw, though. Look at what you got to do to beat this defense. Like, if you got to do that to beat me, I'll take that. I'll take that all day. He don't get no help. He just boom, just him and press man by himself. And they run a fade route. They got him on that one. Good throw, good catch. But that's Aaron Rodgers. Not many can do that. That ain't open. That ain't open. In the NFL, when you got Aaron Rodgers, that's what you call throwing a guy open and putting where only your man can get it. But this ain't open. I'll tell you that. Yeah, that ain't open. And I mean, that's good defense. A hell of a catch, though. Lazar. Yeah, Lazar, that's the name. But hell of a catch. So they're back in the red zone. Let's see what we get. Quick. Oh, nothing. When they try to go fast to trick these guys because they're good communicators and they're sound, they stay where they're supposed to be. A lot like New England, they stay where they're supposed to be. So they try to use like just quick stuff off the line, quick snaps to beat them before they're set in position and ready, or they'll use misdirection to try to get them. Like they'll run a motion and then snap the ball pretty quick. Like right now, they're probably gonna go fast. They don't. Nope. They let them get set. You don't want to do that with this defense. Good slow developing play action, but they're guarding the sticks really. All the defensive backs are at the line at the end zone, and you see that deep over, but there's somebody running underneath that. 28's underneath it. He don't got time to get there though. He done. Let's see who busted this up. Probably the play action because it was a slow developing play action. Let's see what happens. Aaron Rodgers sold this. Look at this. Watch this. He gonna sell this because he keeps his back turned. Look, I even thought like right now, I don't know who has the ball, and then I'm like, oh, did he pitch it to the reverse? So these guys are all held. 28 is caught looking for Dylan right now. Boom. 28 is looking for Dylan, and right now he's looking at Cobb because those guys like to swarm. They're running that scissor route across the middle of the field, and boom, get caught right there. 26 should have stayed in that zone, opposite side of the field. He bends in and then he carries it too far inside and then left 28 out leverage. So they got scored on. So it's 16-20. But so far, defense has been holding Aaron Rodgers in check pretty well. And look at what you got to do to score on these guys. Like that is all Aaron Rodgers, just very poised and slow developing play action. You know, good showmanship on the play action skill set, right? Like a lot of guys can't do that. A lot of teams can't do that. Very good. They're going for 2 here because late in the game. See what we got. You see how they just fake like they're a man right there? That's smart too. I like that because you see Long Jr. just follow Dylan outside, then they switched, right? I don't think they were in man at all. I'll still get it though. And again, the only way they were able to run this ball is on these little gadget runs, like reverses and stuff like that. That works, but you can't run right at these guys. You got to run speed to the edges with reverse actions and motions and stuff like that. You can't just run at them because they'll get you. Yeah, they'll get you. 94 gets cracked back inside, and the rest is history. So, yeah. He tackled that main man. Let's see what we got here. Cover 3. Oh, that's good D. No, that ain't no flag, bro. You whining. It's cover 3. Another one of those little double play action against cover 3. Let's see. Bayard, man, I don't like what Bayard does. He just kind of sits. He's too hungry for those interceptions. He didn't even help that guy. That Bayard's supposed to be up there with you. If you got scored on, because Bayard is watching too much of the backfield. Like right here, what are you doing, bro? Shouldn't be anything. If you deep middle, nobody can be behind you. You have to be the deepest of the deep right now. So yeah, in that comeback route, that stop route at the top of the screen had nothing to do with you. He should be the one that's one-on-one, not the guy streaking up the field. Because honestly, if Aaron Rodgers doesn't put this ball over the outside shoulder and he puts it inside, 26 is beat because there's nothing but space in there, and Bayard can't help. Let me show you what I mean. Watch this. So he throws his ball inside. I think Bayard is just too greedy. Like if he threw, I think that's why Vrabel was willing to let him go. He's too greedy here. You see 47's in the box. So 47 is robbing right now. So Bayard ain't robbing. Bayard is deep middle. Right now. You're waiting too long. Right now you should be going. He should be inside this route, right? And you see Aaron Rodgers setting up the throw. So what exactly are you looking at? What is he looking at? I don't know even what he's keying on because he still hasn't turned. Now he's turned, but he can't get there if he wanted to. And if Aaron Rodgers puts this ball inside, like over here where this ref is, but not like that deep, but inside that, like on that hash right there, he can lead 9 away from 26. But he doesn't. He throws it back towards 26 and leads 9 back into him. That's the only reason 26 was able to break that up. Otherwise, he's beat for a touchdown. And that's because of Bayard. That's not the scheme. That's Bayard. Because there's no way. You see 47 is near the line of scrimmage. He's the box safety. He's robbing. That means you're deep. There's no way you got both safeties robbing on this play. No way. You don't need to be down there, Bayard. Like, that's bad, deep middle. Very bad. Very bad. Very bad. He didn't play good for the Eagles either. He played okay, but didn't play great. So, I think he was a little overhyped when they brought him over there. He gets some stats, but now I see why he gets interceptions. He gets his interceptions because he's waiting the entire game trying to jump something, but giving up stuff while he's doing it. And he's not paying for it because their front four is so physical, front seven is so physical that he doesn't have to pay for it. But I don't like what I'm seeing out of Bayard so far because he's doing too much freelancing. I don't like when my safeties freelance unless the scheme is designed for him to freelance. Like, if you're single high, like Ryan Clark wasn't the freelancer. He was single high. He stayed where he needed to be, while Troy Polamalu can run around and do what he wanted to do. Whereas Ed Reed would freelance, but he would freelance in his zone and do what he's supposed to do. He would make it look like he's doing something else, but he's baiting people into throwing where he wants you to throw. Look at that. The backside contain is there. Edge is set. You have to run this ball in the middle of the field. There is nowhere to go. When you run right at these guys, you get nothing. You can't run at them. You get nothing. And you're going to continue to get nothing running at these guys. Looks like they're in cover 3 again. Bayard's the robber on this play. Oh, they're man. Bayard is cover 1 robber. Bayard's in the middle of the field robbing. Nothing. Let's see, where did he go? He gets there, but he gets there late. But what is he reading though? Like, I'm trying to figure out what Bayard is. I don't want to pick on Bayard, but he doesn't read it. There's nobody in your zone. There's nobody near you. You should already be driving on that route because there's nothing else for you to do anyway. Even if he picks the ball up, like, this is just a common sense thing right here. Look, it's common sense. Okay, right now you've done your job already, right? You don't have deep responsibility, so there's no reason to go back there. You're on the wrong hash to take on Cobb, and Cobb's guy has him covered. So the only thing to cover, the only thing for you to do is drive on that tight end. Right now, you should be driving, not jogging. He didn't get it there anyway, but you should have been there. Then you would get your opportunities that you're looking for. I think he was indecisive on that play. Not trying to pick on him. Bayard's a good player, but I think he's doing some bonehead stuff in this game. And not reading Aaron Rodgers' eyes enough, in my opinion. Because his eyes will take you to the football. Just don't read the first read. So it's 27-17 now. Packers still have to throw this ball. They can't run. So they made the Packers one-dimensional this entire game. They can't run. Those are like their best runs. They got, like, the most they've gotten, I think, is like 10 or 11 yards. Somebody tore a hammy. I think that's 96. It looked like he pulled his hamstring. So yeah, they like these little tosses to the outside. 59, that is. He turns his back inside. And look at 93. 93 is a one tech. He's pursuing on the backside, destroys this man. Oh, that's who hurt himself, 93. That's because he's getting out there. He's raw. He's running his ass off, big man. Big man. I like when big men get moving like that, man. Pause. Well, I do. They running. They're pressing that pocket. Aaron Rodgers steps up, gets rid of that ball. Nothing. You see a lot of incompletions from Aaron Rodgers this game. A lot of them, because he's not comfortable. They collapse the pocket pretty easy. Even though they're not trying to get upfield. Like, nobody's swimming. Everybody's pressing the gap, pressing the pocket. And that's only 3 people. They collapsed that pocket with 3 guys. 59 never even. Is that 59? Who's that? That's 59. No, that's not 59. That's 99. 99 never does anything. He just plays kind of spy. But so they collapsed that pocket with just 3 guys. That's pretty impressive. They play a lot of coverage, though. It's not a lot of blitzing. He plays a lot of coverage. And maybe it's because of Aaron Rodgers. I got to watch another game. But so far, Vrabel's just a sound guy. Everybody's where they're supposed to be. They play coverage and they say, we play the law of averages. You're going to make a mistake eventually and throw at us in a way that we can take advantage of, but we're not going to give you nothing. Buyers, the only ones giving up anything. Boom. Yeah. They go 28, stopping the ball again. Kalu. I like Kalu. He's making a name for himself with me. I like him. And Long Jr. There go 99. Steps into that throw. Another incompletion. See, this ain't like Aaron Rodgers. You see this? Let's see what they're running on the backside, though. Looks like cover 4. Yep. Yep. Cover 4 or a deep cover 3 or soft cover 3, one or the other. But yeah, he tried to hit that deep cross late, but Kalu was on it. And they will be punting. Everybody's communicating. They collapse the pocket pretty fast. He steps up. Why he pull up like that? He want that smoke. Thought 28 was going to smack him. He want that smoke. I think they blocked this punt probably. Or not blocked it because they were the ones punting. Maybe they faked it because I just saw a flash at the sideline. Everybody was happy. And it looks like they got the ball right back. So this must have been a fake punt that worked. Aaron Rodgers fakes to the flat. Looks like they're in cover 2. Yeah, cover 2. They come down and tackle that. Yeah, they play tight, sound defense. They play cover 2 and now on soft cover 2. Let's see how they use the middle linebackers on cover 2. Does he play deep middle? 56 plays deep middle. 52. Just snatch that. Bang. Yeah. All right. 2nd and 7. So far, Vrabel's looking good, man. I like Vrabel and Zimmer. Both their defenses, I could see the differences in their scheme. Vrabel's a little bit more multiple with his defense, though. You don't quite know what they're doing. Zimmer is a little simplified, where the defensive players will learn their defense, that scheme pretty fast. Because even though you still don't know what they're doing, they do because they're doing everything looks the same. Vrabel has a bunch of different looks and a lot of different formations and schemes and stuff on the back end. Like his backside coverage changes. He'll do cover 1, cover 4, cover 2, cover 2 man under. You know what I mean? He blitzes. He does a little bit of everything from different formations at that. Whereas Zimmer, you pretty much getting either attacking 4-3 or attacking nickel, and that double A gap look that he likes to do with fake pressure from the safeties to help with the run and to kind of discourage you from running, actually. Look at Long Jr. out there again. I don't like the little reach, but he does enough to stop it. That's good. 3rd and 4. I've been here all day. I'm here since 8 o'clock in the morning. 12-hour shift, man. Woo! That deep cross, they miss it again. This is crazy. Like Aaron Rodgers is forced to hold the ball a little longer, but every time he has an opportunity, it's like he's missing on it. It's a little cold out there too, though. You can see that their breath, you can see the breath, the air coming out of their breath coming out. That's hot. The breath is hot on me. That deep cross is open. This is cover 1. That was open. He just missed it. Those deep crosses are hard to stop, but Vrabel's been stopping it all day. That was the first one that he stopped by mistake. The other ones he did on purpose. This one he actually gets beat and then stop it because he just misses it. Here, boom. Aaron Rodgers goes through 3 progressions. I like Aaron Rodgers having to go through 3 progressions to get the ball off, man. Any quarterback. that has to go through 3 progressions. Most of these young quarterbacks, as I said earlier, aren't getting through 3 progressions. They go one and two, and they're gone. 1 or 2, and you're gone. And against this defense, they would kill you doing that, unless you're Lamar Jackson. Yeah, nothing on that play either. Look at this. They frustrated the hell out of Aaron Rodgers. This is a cover 1. Try to run that rub underneath. Aaron doesn't hit Jones. I don't know why. He double pumps this, throws off his back foot to Lazar, and gets nothing. It frustrated Aaron, man. Frustrated Aaron. Let's see. Yeah. Five minutes left. They got the ball back again. 27-17 still. Titans up 10. All that communication across the board. They should have crowded the line of scrimmage. They would have got that one because they would have been underneath that route zone-wise. How do we get back to 1? What are you talking about? Yeah, you trying to cheat? Boom. Still incompletion. They playing physical, man. Incomplete. Look at this. Smack. Get out of here. Yeah, he pretty physical. They crowd the line of scrimmage. Looks like cover 1. Let's see what Bayard's doing, and I'll know what they're doing. And let's see. A lot of communication going on. Bayard's a man. They were in cover 1 with some zone over there with the linebackers. Bayard was playing man on the tight end, I believe. They're in dime. Look at all the adjustments, though. Boom. Woo! He just threw that slant route. Long Jr. was cutting that off. He didn't throw it, though. Down there in quarters. Yeah. Oh, no, they're in dime again. Long Jr.'s out there. I didn't see him that last time. Mm-hmm. Bayard finally gets what he's looking for. Playing cover 1. He's robbing the middle of the field, or cover 3. They're in cover 1, just soft man, it looks like. What the hell is the corner at the bottom of the screen doing? So they look like they're in cover 1, but there's 2 guys playing so soft, I don't know what they're doing, which is the linebacker at the top of the screen is not really covering the guy in the flat, but he's kind of hovering over it. 30's bending inside, so it looks like he's carrying that, but 21 just lets his man go. So maybe he thought it was cover 3. I don't know, but it looks like cover 1 or cover 3. I don't know. Can't tell. But Bayard broke on that perfectly. I don't know why he intercepted. Let's see what happens. He's robbing this perfectly. It looks like cover 2 at the snap. Let's see what's happening in the slot. Maybe I'm reading something wrong. Okay, it's cover 3. Yeah, it's cover 3, but I don't know. Well, yeah, it's cover 3 because of the way that corner and that nickel corner played it. He just runs to the flat or to the hook zone. Boom. Bayard is robbing on this play and just slows up. Maybe he thought he had a good hit on Adams there and just didn't take it. But he could have had this. One or the other. He just slows up. Finally got what he was looking for, though. They're daring you to throw to the middle of the field here. Bayard, go, 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 go. Oh, he didn't get there at all. It wasn't no way to get there. That's just good coverage by 30. Very good. I think Aaron thought he was going to let him go, and he kind of bends in and follows it across when he's supposed to just let that go because he was in cover 3, but there was nobody outside of him, so he just carried the route across the field. Bayer had a shot for a bang bang there on Lazard too. It was good. Yeah, Bayer is like his natural inclination is robbing. Like he's a robber. I'll be robbing these niggas. I'm a stick up kid. He's a stick up kid. Let's see. Yep, right there. Boop. Mm-hmm. Rodgers threw that where he knew he was protecting this guy. It's pretty much game. It's only like a minute left. There's no way the Packers coming back. Great hit though. Who's that? Long. Long Jr. wants to hit somebody, man. Every play, he's a bullet. I don't even gotta ask him. When you see somebody flash like this, boop, like he don't play with you, man. You know he on the field. You feel his presence immediately. You know he on the field. Let's see what's happening. Cover 4. Oh, what's happening down there? Look at this across the middle. Look at how physical these guys are. Look at the down. Look down the bottom. Look at Adams playing safety. I don't know if the ball was coming or not, but he blows this dude up. Boom. Hurt him. They physical. How did he get away with that though? I don't know. There's no flag on the play of night. He just ran knock boy head off. How did this happen? Why does that happen? And why is it okay? Let's find out. So Aaron Rodgers, first progression, second progression, third progression, fourth progression. Boop. Decapitation. And nobody said nothing. Now Aaron got to just take the sack. Do y'all ain't see that? Y'all ain't see boy get blown up like that? I'd have been complaining about that one. But 3rd and 20, either way, they ain't call it. But he just blew main man up. That could have been a PI and a pass interference or a defensive holding. Aaron tries to push his ball deep. Nothing. Oh, he gets this off? He caught that? Damn. That was a good throw by Aaron. Way to go, Aaron. Look at the brain on Brett. That was a hell of a throw. That was a hell of a throw. This is probably the last play right here, 3rd and 19. They lost. They lost. 3rd and 19, they ain't gonna convert this because it don't look like it's no more time on the clock. I mean, on this film. So they just tried to run it. You get nothing. You get nada. All right, stop sharing. Boom. Stop sharing. Go back to it. Yeah, man. These youngins can play, man. They I like Vrabel's scheme too. I like what he did against Aaron Rodgers. I'll look at some more games, but I like to look at the entire game instead of like the way just the end of it or some highlights. The reason I do that is so that you can understand how a coordinator thinks. When you just look at because sometimes you'll see a game that gets away from a team where that coordinator gets hidden. A lot like Dan Quinn got hidden this season because those games weren't close. In a game where you're not close, and you can just kind of like pin your ears back the entire game because you're up 14 points. That's different than this game. They were only up 8 points most of the game. They no more than 10 the entire game. That's defense actually holding you down because Aaron Rodgers can go off on you. Those 3 or 4 trips. I think he had 3 trips to the red zone that ended in nothing. And then they got a touchdown in the red zone after that. Never saw it again. Never got back to the red zone once. Never in the rest of the game. So they had one trip that was successful in the red zone for a TD. That was it. The rest of the time, they got held away from it on one side of the field, ball control, all that. So you got to see the flow of the game. I would say his base coverage iceberg is 3-4 with zone on the back end, multiple zone, but a 3-4. You could say a zone blitzing 3-4, but they don't blitz a hell of a lot. Well, they didn't blitz Aaron Rodgers a lot. You don't blitz a good quarterback a lot. You cover and you just collapse the pocket and you force him to hold the ball. You don't blitz a good quarterback because he's going to find those holes quick and it's going to be a short day for you. So maybe they just didn't blitz because it's Aaron Rodgers. I will watch other games to see, and we'll do that another day because there's only a couple of them looking at. It's Zimmer. We're going to look at more Zimmer film. We're going to look at Wink Martindale. I think Wink with these corners can do some things, although I don't like Wink at the most. I like his mentality, though. And I like the fact that he runs 3-4. And he's been in Baltimore. He's been in a lot of places. He's been around the league a long time. So he's another guy that has wisdom, been around the game a long time, but also understands the modern offensive concepts and how to stop them or frustrate quarterbacks that are trying to do them. So with that, I like Wink. And I think that the Giants' offense didn't help Wink out at all. So I don't judge Wink's scores, those scores, the same way, because when your offense is constantly putting your defense on the field, they're not scoring any points, they're not doing anything, and your defense is constantly having to make plays, and you don't have a scoring defense that can basically score touchdowns. How many defenses do? You have a problem. So their offense was trash from the rip. So I don't look at Wink as being bad, honestly. I think bad offense creates bad defense. So I think Wink probably wanted to hit Vrabel in the face. Not Vrabel, Vrabel. He wanted to punch him in the face. But yeah. Good film. Good film. So we're going to look at that. We're going to look at Ron Rivera. I don't know about Ron Rivera. I like Ron Rivera from the linebacker standpoint. He had good defenses and with Carolina. As a head coach, he hasn't really done too much. To like Ron Rivera for me, which is true though, the last time I liked Ron Rivera was when he had Brian Urlacher and Briggs and those guys on their defense. So if because he's a defensive coordinator, if he goes back to that 3-4 with this team and runs the same scheme he was running back then, I like it. When he came up and he started running more 4-3, maybe that wasn't him running it because obviously he's calling some defensive plays, but he was the head coach. Maybe I like him better as just a coordinator, but he can run everything. That's the good thing about him. He knows how to run 3-4. We watched the Bears were great. He knows how to run the 4-6 because he was a member of the 85 Bears who ran 4-6. So he knows how to run 4-6. He knows how to run 3-4. He knows how to run 4-3, which is what he was running in Carolina and Washington. So, and he knows how to use creative or athletic linebackers too. So he takes a will linebacker that is like a Shaq Barry. He takes those types of guys and he makes them his X factor in the defense. So maybe he could take Micah Parsons and move him around. In Washington, he never had great linebackers the whole time he was there. He had good ones, but none of them were great. Holcomb was okay. Like these guys are good, but not great. He had good defensive tackles, but let's see. Let's see. But we're gonna see, man. I like all of the candidates right now that I've named, and that's like I said, Mike Vrabel, Mike Zimmer, Wink Martindale, and Ron Rivera. If you would ask me who I would pick, it would probably be Vrabel. I like Vrabel the most because he was a player recent enough. He can teach these linebackers how to play. He comes from the Belichick tree, and I like Belichick. He was a good coach with the Titans who weren't good offensively, but having him just focus on defense, I think would be a plus for you. And he knows how to get the most out of this line, out of this defense, especially that front seven. They're going to be sound. They're going to be sound, and they're going to be physical. And that's what I saw on film against the Packers. And those were the Packers led by Aaron Rodgers, not by Love, which is a better Packers team last year, in my opinion. A better Packers offense because Aaron Rodgers knows how to run that offense a little bit better. So here you go. That was Mike Vrabel. Next up, probably Wink Martindale. I'll do that tomorrow or another day when I got some time. But talk to y'all soon. Make sure y'all hit the like button. If y'all think I'm lying, watch this video. It's 117 of y'all on here. Watch it, be like 20 views on this joint when we done. You know what I mean? So make sure you hit the like button. All of you hit the subscribe button. You know, throw it around. Do what you gotta do. But talk to y'all soon, man. I'm out of here. He said, I'm a Titans fan. Let me see what he says. I'm a Titans fan. I'm warning you. You don't want Vrabel. He hires terrible assistants. He mismanages bad QBs and treats people terrible. Number one, he is a defensive coordinator, so he can't mismanage our QB. Two, treats people terrible. I can give a damn. I want him to treat these kids terrible, to be honest. Seriously, do. That's why I like Joe Witt, because he's mean. Three, you said he hires terrible assistants. He is the defensive coordinator. He's not the GM here. He doesn't have that much control here. So I think we can check off those boxes of your concern. But I thank you. Appreciate y'all. Talk to y'all soon.